Alright, what's up guys? Um, Chaz here, coming with a new tutorial. I've been asked for this by some friends of mine for a while now, and it just occurred to me that I didn't do it, so I just said, alright, I'm gonna do it now, so they could really get the hang of this little thing, motion tracking really. It's kind of an in-depth tutorial, but I won't be going into advanced details, just the basics. First of all, I got my clip, pre-composed it. I removed all the unwanted parts, as you can see, shortened it, removed it, and I rendered it out as a TIFF sequence. Now there are other ways to render it out as you can see here. You have SGI, Targa, Open EXR, Photoshop, and so forth. But the one that works alright with me is actually TIFF sequence and JPEG sequence. But I use TIFF really mostly because it has less bugs than JPEG, because first time when I was just starting out it was giving me a couple of problems. But anyway, I already rendered out my sequence. I'll just be going to where I rendered it out, documents, TIFF sequence, and I select the first out of all the sequences. So that would be map_00239.tiff open. And now your frame rate of the clip, you should always change this to the frame rate of the clip that you rendered it out as. Mine was 59.94, as you can see right here, 59.94, and then we click apply. Once we do that, it will always change this back to either 24 or 25, maybe 29.97. All they do is just change it back, apply again, and close. So we have our clip here, as you can see. Now what we're going to do now is go over here and click track features. Now we normally should check the advanced part to check see if we have enough points, but if it's a case where you track the scene and it didn't really track all that well, all you have to do actually is just import it back over and turn up the sensitivity. That way you get more dots, means more tracking data, and a better chance of having a good enough track. And then start. Okay, now this won't take long. Suppose tap 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 tap. Oh, one other thing, in case you have a cinematic, or for example a scene which is shaky, or for instance it's moving a bit too fast, what I recommend is that you add stabilization, twixter it, or time something like that thing, the other time thing in After Effects, render it out and then importing back that clip and then render it out back as a sequence, not to pre-compose it and then render it out, because I find that there are some other bugs as well when you actually do it that way. So my recommendation is to render it out first, but render it out in the same frame rate as it originally was too, and then continue back with what I show you. Alright, now here we go, we have our scene tracked, and the next thing now to click is camera solve. And you, as I said, I wasn't going to go into any advanced thing, so I won't be explaining optimizing radial distortion or camera pod smoothness. but normally I would click optimize radial distortion for shakiness, but there isn't any much shakiness here, so I'll just start. This doesn't normally take this long. It's probably because of the bunch of programs I have running in the background, because I'm doing so many things at once right now. Alright, camera solved. Let's just check. So there's the camera. Go back to 2D. See? All solved. Now there is also another way of doing this, depending on if you actually want your camera to be panning at a specific point. What you could do is actually to select out and delete some of the points and then connect 4 of them and on a specific plane, then the camera will just track to there. But normally for montage, and so you don't normally do that. All you normally do is just to import your clip, track it, and then export it to whatever 3D programs you're using. So that's normally the way it's done. But as I was saying, I'm not going into advanced tutorials. You can actually check on YouTube. I'm sure there are probably some. Now the next thing to do is to export our camera solve, and I'm going to be using Cinema 4D. So I click Cinema 4D and let's select where we want to export our file. Hold on. See documents. To sequence. Okay, save. Alright, then you have the scale scene. Just normally leave it at 1. Save. And then move over into the hell. Oh. Okay then. Cinema 4D. Let me just close After Effects. Alright, there we go. Minimize view. Oh, this is the first. Anyway, let's go open. Get our file. Get our file. And in our project. Okay. Now I'm not entirely sure about how with settings specifically, but I normally just scale it to anyone basically. I'll just leave it at that, and then okay, and there you go. You have your camera solved. So from you do not see these dots, that means it's not done correctly. See? Yes, from you don't see these dots with the camera, it's not done correctly and needs to be tracked back again. So let's go back into our camera, and then we're going to be exporting or importing, the background scene to see where we want to place whatever item it is. Okay, N, and then we click here, see the bar, and then go to animation and calculate, so that it animates when we add it to our background. And then we add our background layer and place our texture onto it, and voila, we have our tracked scene imported. Now let's add a text or item. Now normally when you just add in your text, you're going to see it extremely large and not see it at all. Hold on, you see an example. It's moving a bit slow. I think that's it. Is it? I'm not sure. Yes, I think that's it. Now let's see which one of these. What is normally done if your text is really large, what you will do is just go onto the coordinates and go into the scale size and just there you go, increase the number, and there you have it. Your text or whatever you have is tracked onto it. See? And there you have it. There's your motion tracking tutorial. So thanks for watching, guys. Any questions, problems you have, you can either post it in the comment section or tweet at me on Twitter. I'll be sure to answer any questions you have. And thanks for watching again, and peace out.